Hey everybody, Couch to Competitor here, Chad, at your service. Let me tell you why I may never consider actually trying to be on American Ninja Warrior. I was down in San Pedro this weekend. I was a tester for the course down there, and I can't tell you what I tested on or what was down there or what was going on because guess what? It's a surprise! But my experience was rather different. So I was down there with a couple of my friends, and we became testers. We got an email, excited. We're like, oh, this is my first time ever being a part of American Ninja Warrior, in even the most minuscule amount. And we get there, and let's just say my experience was rather different from any sort of thing I've ever done with TV or even being backstage or anything else like that. Let me just tell you right now that why I may never consider being on the show ever would be because being a tester was completely just awesome. Sorry for the troll, but let me just say, from right when we walked into the admission area where they had all the testers come in, we were just greeted nicely by everybody. Everybody was just like, hey, how's it going? Hey, except for one guy, but he was very, very conscientious about his cameras, and I understand why, because that stuff's worth millions. Cool. But we were greeted ever so nicely and graciously. Everybody was so cool. We were explained to about the course, what to do, what not to do, what we can do, what we can't do. Everything was laid out for us in a very nice fashion. And guess what? Every one of the testers on the course, nice people. I've never met any of these people before in my life. But guess what? They were cool, just as cool as all the other athletes were. I mean, I got to see quite a few athletes from the show. A few not from the show, but a few that I've trained with and played with. And that didn't sound right, but who cares? The thing is that my experience being a tester and being while the show was even being recorded was an amazing experience. I was in the back with all the athletes, and I got to talk to, because I'm wearing this shirt for a purpose. It would be an American Ninja Warrior shirt if I'd gotten one. Jeffrey, I'm looking at you. But being in the backstage with the military personnel, the people who this show is dedicated to, and talking to them, and they have amazing stories, and why they chose to do this, and who they're doing it for, and then having, like, people who are on the show, I'm being so vague and I'm so sorry, but people who are on the show backstage, like giving them helping tips and hints, and then watching like celebrities come in. God, I wish I could tell you who I saw, but coming in and people were asking, hey, can you come help me for a second, because this obstacle, it looks a little insane, and they were there to help. And then Akbar and Matt, because I can say their names because you know that they're going to be there. I mean, it was cool because they were down there meeting athletes and contestants and all the audience, and they were just down there with the people, meeting them, talking to them. I mean, you don't really see that on a lot of TV shows. It's like, okay, you're the audience, you stay away from everybody, you don't talk to anybody, they're not going to talk to you, you just be happy and do stuff. No, it was not like that at all. Everybody was cheering for everybody. Everybody was like, oh no, really wanted people, to make it through. We were like, oh, man, or oh yeah, it was great. So why I may never consider actually being a contestant ever again on American Ninja Warrior is because I would be perfectly content with being a tester, because I get the whole behind the scenes feel. I get to see everything go on, and I get to be there and be a part of it without being on it, and I think it was a rather cool experience. And hey, Palm Wonderful, I'm sorry I was sticking around at the booth for so long, but I was really hoping to get a sweatshirt. They're so awesome. But I got some Palm, which is great. But either way, Couch to Competitor, talking to you about my experience being a tester on American Ninja Warrior. See you guys.